Hey everyone, and welcome to Kama Sutra Exotic Dance and Strip Club's training video. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Purdy, and I'm going to be taking you through this training. So thank you all for giving up your valuable time to watch this. This training session is called Sizzling Emotes to Drive Your Clients Wild. And before we start, I just wanted to share with you some of the feedback that we have received from customers in the past. Did you know that at Kama we actually do seek out and ask our customers what the things are that they actually like about clubs that they go to in Second Life and what they dislike? So as far as what they dislike about their experiences at the clubs that they attend in Second Life, the main responses to this are begging for tips and poor emoting, or no emoting at all. And obviously we also ask our customers what would make them more loyal to a particular club and the dancers that work there. And the main responses to this question are, number 1, textual interaction, number 2, better emoting skills, number 3, more emoting, number 4, being given attention when they arrive, and number 5, being given more individual attention. By the end of this session, you will understand the science behind emoting, have learned some rules and techniques for effective emoting, have an understanding about clients and what makes them come back for more. So, one of the things about emotes is that they are a way to express your actions, emotions and feelings in Second Life via chat, either in local chat or in private or instant messaging. Emotion is what gives communication life. This is a quote from Sally Planup, who is a professor in communication studies at the University of Texas. She says, "A conversation between emotionally involved partners is bright and lively, but a meeting without feeling is deadly dull." We all know that emotion is about feeling, but what is interesting here is the fact that the mental reaction we have as humans is more than likely accompanied by a reaction by our body. This is called a mind-body reaction. For example, have you ever heard of the flight or fight response? Our fight or flight response is designed to protect us from the proverbial saber-toothed tigers that once lurked in the woods and fields around us, threatening our physical survival. At times when our actual physical survival is threatened, there is no greater response to have on our side. When activated, the fight or flight response causes a surge of adrenaline and other stress hormones to pump through our body. This is an example of our mind-body at work. A primitive, automatic response. This is the surge that is the force responsible for mothers lifting cars off of their trapped children and for firemen heroically running into blazing houses to save endangered victims. The surge of adrenaline imbues us with heroicism and courage at times when we are called upon to protect and defend the lives and values that we cherish. So, it is now generally accepted by science that emotions are a primitive response mechanism that occurs instantaneously and before being subjected to rational analysis by other parts of the brain. So how does emotional response work in Second Life? One of the biggest things that shocked me about Second Life is how, even though we are, some might say, just avatars reacting with other avatars, the emotions that can actually be aroused are identical to those in real life. To someone without any experience of Second Life, this would appear to be absolute lunacy. In fact, I have thought once or twice that I was actually going completely mad. But once you've been around in Second Life for a while, it doesn't seem strange at all. And in fact, once you understand that there is a logical scientific explanation for this phenomenon, which can be explained by recent research into how the human brain functions, it all makes sense. Advances in science have permitted investigation of the brain activity caused by emotional interaction in Second Life. Researchers actually watched activity levels in specific brain regions, the amygdala, as people engage in various emotive situations in Second Life. The activity in the amygdala showed identical emotive responses to those that occur in real-life emotional situations. What is more, only fairly recently, researchers have discovered that the brain doesn't work in the way it was generally accepted in the 20th century. The brain doesn't actually see any true reality. The light entering the eyes is turned into neurological signals that simply trigger areas of the brain to produce its own vision of what we see. For a quick test of this, what do you see? You will either see a man with a moustache and a hat, or a lady wearing a hat and looking away, depending on how your mind interprets what it is seeing, which is entirely subjective. It's the same with sound. Your brain will interpret music and respond to musical patterns entirely subjectively. The point to note from all of this sciencey stuff is that communication using avatars in Second Life elicits strong emotional responses similar to those experienced in real life. This applies not only in friendship and romantic situations, but in all of our situations, including business and technical discussion. The thing is, because we are all human behind our avatars, we spend our lives feeling. So by emoting, and emoting well, you will automatically elicit an emotional response from others. For this reason, communication and interaction in Second Life shouldn't be casual. It should be as consciously conducted as if it was taking place in real life. It all sounds rather superficial, but remember that the emotional part of the brain is largely instinctive and works independently of rationality. And because our brain is very good at constructing and interpreting its own subjective reality, emotional responses in Second Life are for most as strongly felt as emotional responses in real life.